Hello and welcome to the Florida Gulf Coast University UA Whitaker College of Engineering Summer Commencement 2020. Today, graduates will be recognized for their accomplishments despite massive changes to the academic schedule because of COVID-19. Performing the Florida Gulf Coast University alma mater, please welcome Joel Law and Jair Zacharias. To begin our festivities, please welcome Senior Integrated Studies Major and Student Government President, Jacob Goldman.
As I stand here today, virtually delivering a speech that attempts to honor the marvelous achievements made by the class of 2020, I recognize that it would not be proper of me to move forward without first acknowledging the amazing faculty and staff that have helped us get to where we are today. So thank you to all of the faculty and staff that have supported us throughout our time at FGCU. Without you all being there to guide us, many of us would be lost while beginning this new journey in the next part of our lives. Now, class of 2020, congratulations. For many of you, this is where your book ends and a new one begins. And for the rest of you, this is only the end of a chapter. Whatever it may be, own it. Own your knowledge and own your experiences. This is yours, and now more than ever, the world needs each and every one of you. As author Marta Acosta once wrote, "Life isn't fair, so you have to play the best game you can with the hand that you're dealt." You each hold an extremely unique hand that is impossible to find elsewhere. Now, I'm almost positive that each one of you have faced at least one day where you felt like college was too much or too stressful, and it just wasn't worth it. But look at where you are now. No one ever said college would be easy. In fact, most of my high school teachers told me it's probably some of the hardest years of a person's life. College challenges you. It challenges you to push yourself physically, socially, mentally, and academically. These challenges that college faces us with aren't meant to make us feel weak, but instead they're meant to strengthen us. They're meant to push us to do better and to be better. They provide us with experiences that we can own, and while owning these experiences, we can better the world around us. I am sure that you never expected to be graduating while sitting on your couch or at your dining room table, but this is life. Life will throw curveballs in order to keep you on your toes. And while sometimes these curveballs really throw off our long thought-out plan, there's not much we could do about it, except with this curveball, we can wear a mask. When pondering how to uplift a class that has so many different emotions, there was one thought that constantly popped into my head: perspective. Many of us like to say that we have a very positive perspective and a positive outlook on things, but yet we're here looking at this virtual graduation in such a negative way. Yes, it's okay to feel cheated out of a normal graduation. And yes, it's okay to be frustrated. but use these feelings to drive your heels into the ground and push through this strange version of life that feels like a new level of Jumanji, and change your perspective. Look at this time as a time of opportunity instead of a time of challenge. When applying for jobs, use this time to show how adaptable you are, how persistent you are, and most of all, how strong you are. Own this experience and capitalize on it. So here we are at the final page of this chapter in your life. And it is now time to own your achievements and to be proud. If you are an international student, be proud. If you are a first-generation student, be proud. If you are a student athlete, be proud. If you struggled to get into a university, be proud. If you excelled through all of college, be proud. If you ever had someone doubt your abilities, be proud. Whatever the case may be proud that you have accomplished this great achievement. Class of 2020, I am beyond proud to call you all fellow Eagles and to send you all off into the world knowing that you will represent our university with honor and with pride. Congratulations again, and thank you for your time. As always, wings up and go Eagles.
Since the summer of 2017, after leading institutions such as Louisiana State University and the Colorado State University system, this next speaker has helped Florida Gulf Coast University achieve unprecedented growth while leading us through Hurricane Irma and now the COVID-19 pandemic. Please welcome Florida Gulf Coast University's fourth president, Michael Martin.
Florida Gulf Coast University, class of 2020, welcome to your virtual commencement. We are all disappointed that we can't gather in person to celebrate your success and the completion of your degrees. But as you know well, we are facing one of the most challenging times, not only in the history of this university, but the history of this nation and perhaps the world. We've been through or are in the midst of a global pandemic, COVID-19. Many of you were with us through Hurricane Irma when it hit campus. We're also facing challenges on campus as we address our reaffirmation of our commitment to diversity, inclusion, social justice. Those challenges are with us and they will be with you as well. But I know that you're a robust and successful group. Eagles are a unique breed. They're intelligent, creative, and caring, and you are proud Eagles. I've witnessed what you've been able to accomplish here, and I know it will launch you into the next year of your life with more accomplishments. Those of you in the health professions face, as we've just suggested, and as you well know, one of the greatest challenges of our times. And you will be called upon to assist your fellow human beings, particularly an aging population, as we work through this challenges and others ahead. Those of you who are researchers or have a research background or will have one, will be called upon to develop treatments and cures for COVID-19, cancer, AIDS, and other maladies we do not yet know, and that will emerge. For those of you who are social workers or mental health professionals or sociologists, you'll be challenged to help individuals and groups cope with the many, many strains and stresses that have come from this disease and from the times we live in. Those of you who are graduates of the Electoral College of Business will go into the world to lead the economy to better times as we come out of this particular challenge, and to create new opportunities and new visions for the economy, not just here locally, but across this country and around the world. Those of you who are engineers will be called upon to rebuild the infrastructure of this country, to address challenging engineering problems, including challenges around fresh water, or at least pure water, that will give us all pause to reflect on what we need to do long term. For those of you who are educators, you're called upon to create the next great generation of educated citizens, educated leaders, educated contributors to the advancement of our society and our economy. Those of you from the School of Entrepreneurship, we know that you'll create new jobs and opportunities, new products and services that will be the platform for which we will continue to transform the economy and the society around us. If you're from the humanities or the arts or the social sciences, your responsibility is to continue to enlighten us about the world we live in, and in some instances to entertain us as well. It's unambiguous that you need to step up to the issues that we face in a society that is being challenged in the way it's being challenged today. So as you enter the next chapter of your life, there are many challenges ahead. But you leave here, I'm convinced, fully capable of meeting those. And we also leave here, we know, committed to be lifelong learners and to continue to adapt to the world you live in. I want to take a moment and congratulate you, but not for what you've accomplished. We'll leave that to your family and friends and others, and you deserve that congratulations. But I'm here to congratulate you on what you will accomplish, because we know full well you will be out transforming those around you and the society we live in. So it's a moment to pause, to reflect, to celebrate, and then step forward and take over a world and a society that needs your help. I want to also briefly tell you that the faculty and staff of this campus, which have been devoted to your success, they're all proud of you as well. I can speak for them all. They're here because they really believe in making a transformational impact on you so you can make a transformational impact on others. I also hope you'll take a moment, and I know you will, to thank your family and your friends and all of those who have supported you through your time at FGCU. It's a team effort, we all know that, and everyone benefits from those around them. So thank them and congratulate them for the success they've helped you achieve. So let me say finally, good luck, God bless, keep your faith, be the eagle we know you'll be, go Eagles.
Florida Gulf Coast University's academics are guided by the steady hand of the former chancellor of Southern University and A&M College in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Please welcome Florida Gulf Coast University's Provost, James Lorenz.
"2020 graduates, proud parents, and other distinguished guests gathered for this joyous occasion. It is my honor and privilege to introduce Mr. Charles Winton, our keynote speaker for today's commencement. Charles grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, where he graduated from Christian Brothers University with an accounting degree. After a decade of working as an accountant for a firm that handled a multitude of car company clients, he accepted a job with one of them in Dallas. That led him down a completely different career path when he discovered he had a flair for the business. In 2007, he opened his own dealership, Estero-based Chevrolet. Not only has this business been extremely successful, he now is president of dealerships in South Carolina and North Carolina as well. Besides overseeing 3 business auto dealerships, Charles finds time to give back. He is chairperson emeritus for the Florida Gulf Coast University Foundation. In addition to giving of his time and talent, he generously supports the university with scholarships and is an enthusiastic supporter of FGCU athletics. Charles and his wife Melanie are the parents of 2 sons, Martin and CJ. His success, philanthropy, and kindness serve as models for us all. Please welcome Mr. Charles Winton.
First of all, I'd like to thank my friend Dr. Lorenz for that generous introduction. And it's also impossible for me to articulate how grateful I am to Dr. Martin for this wonderful opportunity. I consider this one of the greatest honors of my life. The honor of saying some small word of encouragement to this class of 2020 as you prepare to step away from this great institution and make your mark in the world. I'm an avid admirer of Martin King. As the son of a Memphis sanitation worker, Dr. King's work and death in my home city forever changed my family's life. In his last speech the night before his death, Dr. King walked his audience through great and turbulent times in world history, from the Israelites' flight from Egypt to the heyday of the Roman Empire, through the Renaissance, the Civil War, and even the Great Depression. He said those times were certainly worth experiencing, but he was happy that God had allowed him to live just a few years in the second half of the 20th century. He went on to say, now that's a strange statement to make because the world is all messed up. The nation is sick. Trouble is in the land. Confusion all around. That's a strange statement. But I know that somehow only when it's dark enough can you see the stars. And I see God working in this period of history in a way that men in some strange way are responding. 50 years later, again, America finds herself in a time of riots, racial unrest, and even a worldwide pandemic. These are indeed dark times. However, I agree with Dr. King that only when it's dark enough can you see the stars. And in this dark hour, I see young people like yourselves all across this country taking a stand, protesting, speaking truth to power, standing up for the best in the American dream. Class of 2020, you're about to enter a world that is in desperate need of love and understanding, a world in need of reason and compassion, a world in need of justice and truth. This is your challenge. The good news is that every great challenge is accompanied by a great opportunity. You have a great opportunity to make America and the world a better place. It was college students, young people your age, who 50 years ago challenged America to recognize African Americans as full citizens. It was college students who demonstrated and protested against the war in Vietnam and forced Lyndon Johnson not to seek a second term in office. It was young people like yourselves who saw America going in the wrong direction and who decided to take a stand. Yes, 2020 seems like a dark and fretful night, but this is not new territory for America. Yes, there are significant challenges, but it's young people like yourselves who aren't infected with the status quo, who can challenge old folks like me to see things in a different light. Young people like yourselves who challenge those of us who are set in our ways not to be hypocritical and schizophrenic in our thinking and our actions. Yes, you can and will meet the challenge. You will have good days and you will have bad days. You will have successes and you will have setbacks. But through it all, you must persevere. And as you meet the challenge, I want to give you 3 things that I have learned along the way in my own life. The first is you must have integrity. Never surrender your integrity. Never give up your sense of right and wrong to any individual or circumstance. Never let anyone convince you that you can accomplish good by doing wrong. Never yield to the temptation of ethical shortcuts or the expediency of cutting corners. Remember that your goal is to be trusted by all who know you. Remember, when you have integrity, it simply means that you can be trusted. Warren Buffett said, "I've never succeeded in doing a good deal with a bad person." Secondly, take the long view. Stay away from short-sighted decisions, quick fixes, and easy solutions. Try to consider the consequences of your choices for years to come. Always ask yourself, will this decision or will this relationship help me accomplish my long-term goal? Life will continually present you with disruptions and distractions, but stay committed to your goals. Anything worth accomplishing, any mountain you're trying to climb will take time and perseverance. Most importantly, you have to love in each and all circumstances. The ultimate challenge facing America today is we must love each other regardless of race, political beliefs, or background. It's young people like yourselves who aren't burdened with old presuppositions and fears who will turn us toward reconciliation. You will teach us again that we can live here in America as sisters and brothers. Class of 2020, I'm confident that you will rise to the occasion and meet the challenge and leave behind a legacy of integrity, of commitment, and of love. Thank you, and God bless you.
And now for the recognition of the graduates from the UA Whitaker College of Engineering. Reading the names of the graduates is Annie Hubble,
Christopher Laird,
So now I get to confer officially the degrees that you have earned and that you can carry beyond this campus. And here's what I get to tell you. First of all, for those of you who have earned either a doctoral or master's degree, let me confer that degree on you by saying this: by the authority vested in me by the Florida Board of Governors and the Florida Gulf Coast University Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the doctoral or master's degree you have earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, and please move your tassel from right to left. And again, to each of you who have earned a graduate degree, it's a big challenge, and you've met that challenge. It's a special honor to recognize that you've gone beyond a bachelor's and now can go out and make a big difference. Congratulations.
Kyler Briscoe, David Brosick, Martin Kane Yackel, Christian Falcone, Zachary Greening, Charles Gurnt, Ashley Guerrero, Kira Erb, Daniel Hill, Morgan Humphrey, Holly Hurlbutt, Coy Johanning, Henry Silva Quevedo,
And now for those of you who've earned bachelor's degrees in one of the 55 courses of study here at FGCU. By the authority vested in me by the Florida Board of Governors and the Florida Gulf Coast University Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree you have earned with all the rights, privileges and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, turn your tassels from right to left. Go Eagles, have a great day, and have a great future.
Congratulations, graduates. Now with some final words, please welcome Dean Richard Baer.
Greetings. I'm Richard Baer, Dean of the UA Whitaker College of Engineering. And on behalf of our faculty, staff, and administration, I want to congratulate our college's graduates who are about to take their newly earned degrees and go out and make a difference. One of the great rewards I have enjoyed in my 8 years at FGCU has been the privilege of shaking hands with and personally meeting the families of our future engineers at commencement. Sadly, none of us can enjoy that traditional rite of passage this year, but a virtual distant celebration of your accomplishments does nothing to diminish the pride that I and our dedicated, talented faculty take in your success. As most of you leave FGCU as the next generation of bioengineers, civil engineers, environmental engineers, and software engineers, remember you are the continuation of a proud, people-serving profession dedicated to serving humanity. None of us knows what the immediate future looks like, so to those of you determined to enter the workforce, I implore you to hang in there and persevere in your first job search. Some of you might even want to consider graduate school to further maximize your engineering knowledge and credentials as we emerge from this health crisis that has gripped all of us. But whatever your short-term course might be, know that adversity always sparks invention and innovation. And it is the profession of engineering that will lay much of the groundwork for our resurgence as a society. In the spirit of Uncas A. Whitaker, an engineer, inventor, and philanthropist for whom our college is named, I ask that you encourage and support collaborative research and production, as that was his true goal in life. Go out and be the catalyst for positive change. Thank you.